All right, what is happening, people? We are doing our Is It Bag Worthy horror edition. The horror. I haven't done a bag worthy in 8 months. The last one I did was the sci-fi bag worthy. We also have a gothic one and a fantasy sword and sorcery. I think the gothic one was probably my favorite. I love looking at those covers. So what we do in this little series here is we have these bags Unlimited. These are my favorite bags. I like they're crisp and clear. For the horror books, you got to get the bigger ones here. So these are the digest size, which kind of sucks because you got to fold them over. I'll show you. So we only have so many bags, as you can see. These are kind of more expensive bag-wise. So we got to pick which books deserve to be put in bags. Now, this may be a little insulting to the books that didn't get picked, but that's okay. They'll all eventually get bagged. But so we're just going to go through the process of how we chose which books got in the bags. So first up, we're going to start with this here non-bagger, Altar Boy. The candle always just cracks me up. All I can think of is a little altar boy going, oh. But Altar Boy didn't get in a bag. I've seen Altar Boy many, many times, and I don't think it's that special. Not saying, maybe it is. I haven't read it. Maybe it is special. Maybe it is bag worthy, but at this moment, not bag worthy. Got this Shades of Evil, Hubie Cave. This is a voodoo book. I read this. It is awesome. I just mentioned this Virgil at Literally Books. I did a video on a Hubie Cave story. And I mentioned this in the comments. This is what I was talking about. This is a great book. It reminds me of like an X-Files episode. But so it's bag worthy because it's gorgeous. Look at that reflection. Oh, there you go. See how these bags, you got to tape them over the sides. There's lots of folding and taping. It kind of sucks, but. So yeah, look at that. Oh. Bag worthy. This is my little cat shark bed right there in the shot. Didn't realize that till I started. It's all right. Can you guys hear the rain outside? I pulled it out into the living room. So maybe we get the rain in the background. I might add music. I might not. That rain's nice and relaxing. We'll just keep that. All right, we better get on it. I got tons of books here. Riptide. This is the only one that I grabbed. I tried not to grab any books that I had mentioned in other videos, but I did grab this one just because I'm just so happy to see it. And it's obviously bag worthy because it was the best horror book. It won the best horror book award in our top 10 horror, 80s horror. Sean Costello, Captain Quad. Not bag worthy. I had passed up on buying this book many, many times. And then when my wife, before we were married, she was visiting me in Arizona. We were at the bookstore and she was like, I want this Captain Quad. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I don't think it's bag worthy. I wouldn't have even bought it, to be honest, but there it is. Got another non-bag worthy, The Sandman, Linda Crockett. I love the books with knives and hatchets on the cover. I like when it's reflective, but this one doesn't have a reflective image in it, but it's still cool. So this Sandman brings nightmares while his victims are awake. Seems to be some kind of stalker thing. I don't know if it's supernatural or not. I didn't get a bag. Oh man, look at the glitter in that. Can you see that? Let's see if we can get the light. It's kind of glittery. Why didn't it get a bag? I don't know. It's in good shape. I don't think it needs it. Oh, look at that. Someone stamped 666 on it. Focus. So yeah, I don't know. It's in good condition. It's solid. Doesn't need a bag at this moment. I got two Jay Davis and Don Davis books here. These are both bag worthy. These are great. They both have great step back art, which I'm not going to show you because I'm not going to take them out of the bags. But they are bag worthy, just because I love them. I love the cover, the step back art. Maybe I'll find a picture of it online and plop it up here. You know, did I find it? There they are, right there. Bag worthy. I'm gonna get these out of the shot and I'll mess it up. I got this one in a bag, Glory Hand. This was one of my wife's. And yeah, she was, I forget what the Glory Hand is that she's watching. She's gonna be like, I told you 100 times. But it is something occultish, a novel of possession and terror. But now I can't remember because the video's rolling and I can't remember what a Glory Hand is. There you go, it's bag worthy. I did it in her honor. That's why. So hopefully that makes up for it for me not knowing. We got this Vampire's Apprentice, Richard Lee Byers, not bag worthy. Like I've stated, not a big fan of the vampire genre. So, not bag worthy. Look at that reflection. This one's reflective too. Look at the moon, George. Look at the moon. Oh, it's messing the lighting all up. So no bag on that one. And then here's another one, another vampire one. This is, I don't know, maybe this should have a nice bag on it. I really do like that cover, and it's a, what is that, a Del Rey? Yeah, David Bischoff. Kind of a sci-fi horror maybe? I don't know, but it doesn't have a bag. Maybe it should. Here's a classic one. This is a bagger, The Witch Baiter, by a Black Magic Book of Terror. Reading is so hard, huh? The Witch Baiter, original title, The Tandem Book of Horror Stories. Oh, it's a collection. Oh, that's funny. I think I actually have the Tandem Book of Horror Stories. So that is bag worthy. Just because of the age. I just love these little small paperbacks in these little bags here. It's great, and it's a great cover. Very occult. Kind of gothic, but not gothic romance. Got a non-bagger here of this werewolf book. Blood of the Moon. Jeffrey Godin, author of The Living Dead. It feeds on the living and devours the dead. Yeah, I love werewolf books, but I have not read this one. Kind of forgot I had it. Why doesn't it have a bag? I don't know. It didn't make the cut. The cover, what do you think of that cover art there? Looks howling-ish. Mid-transformation. Not a full werewolf transformation. We're mid. The gross part of the transformation. Here's another non-bagger. Visions of the Damned. Jacqueline Martin. It's a Playboy Press. That one looks like a soap opera horror. I think that's why I didn't put a bag on that sucker. Yeah, not very exciting looking. I don't know. This is probably one of the cheaper ones. Here's another reflective. Cold blue light. Let's see if we can't. This thing shines. This blue is beautiful. There's the window, but this cover art is by Jill Bowman. When I mentioned that First Word Salad, the Valentine's book, when I posted this in that group, she said that she did this one too. You know, we're buds. We're buds, me and Jill Bowman now. I post her books, she tells me about them. She did them. You know what I'm saying. It's good. That's Bagworthy. Bagworthy goes over here. Alright, here we go. We got some more baggers. Lisa Cantrell. This is our first, the pumpkins. First pumpkin baggers. Torments and the Mans. It's the part 1 and 2. I haven't read these yet, but they are much coveted. And you know what? They're pumpkins. They're Halloween books. They deserve a bag just for that fact. Just for the fact that they're Halloween books. You deserve a bag for that. Voice of the Clown. This is in a bag. This is a book that's kind of well sought after. Worth a couple bucks. So we threw a bag on it. Why not? I have yet to read it. It's not that exciting of a cover. I don't know why it's so coveted. It's on Avon. It's not like it's rare. Brenda Brown Cannery. Is this in like Paperbacks from Hell? I thought about doing a video where I pull out all the books that I have that are pictured in Paperbacks from Hell, and I added them all up while I was flipping through the book, and it was like 60 or something. I was like, all I could think of was if I pulled all of them out, I'm going to have to refile them. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do that video. Got a non-bagger. Hellcat. Amanda Kingsley. I love this black on black with the embossed. There you go. You can really see it in the reflection of the light. Horror has 9 lives. This cat horror. This has no bag. I don't know why. It's not in that great a condition here. Maybe that's a reason it should have a bag, huh? It's kind of a matte finish, where the rest of these are kind of glossy. I do really love that, though. No bag. Here's a non-bagger. The Door to December by Richard Page. This is a Dean Koontz book. I actually have 2 of these because I had one filed in the thriller section and one in the horror section. I didn't realize it, and I guarantee that I paid $1 for each of them. So no bag, it's just a common. It's Dean Koontz. Dean Koontz is not bag worthy. I got a grip here of the William Hope Hodgsons. These are all bagged because, did you guys watch Paul Mortem's video that he just posted about the house on the borderland? Man, what a great video. Jake does the best reviews. I'm not just saying that, because that's my homie. So yeah, we got the Nightland Part 1 and 2. These actually came in bags, so I guess it doesn't count, but yeah, that's the way it goes. I thought it was one picture if you put them together. Maybe not. Oh, they're wraparounds, yeah. Awesome. And then Masters of Terror. So short stories. Yeah, after watching Jake's video, I was going to pull one of these out and check it out. Got a bag worthy here, The Midnight Tree, A Fairy Tale of Terror. Charles Higham. I think I mentioned this in another video. I was super excited when I got this. I just like the idea of a fairy tale horror story, folk horror. I think they even go to Ireland. And I started to read it, and like the first chapter was just this couple arguing. And I just was not in the mood for it. So I stopped reading it. But I need to pick it back up. It still might be good once you get past the beginning. But it's bang worthy because it's just, I'm putting my will into it, my goodwill, my hopes, and my dreams. So it's bag worthy. Got this here, Brian Lumley, Demogorgon. This was one of the first horror books I bought when I first started collecting. I did read it, and I really enjoyed it, actually. This is the only Brian Lumley I've read. I found a bunch of his books, but this is the only one I read. It kind of reminded me of Indiana Jones at the beginning. So I think that's high praise, but no bag. I don't know if there's, these like major writers like Brian Lumley, it's hard for me to put them in the bags. I thought I had grabbed here we go. So we got some more of his other books. I heard that he's a pretty good Lovecraftian style writer. So we do have this doll, not in a bag. This one, I feel like this one should be in a bag though, because the doll, even though it's like a bigger writer, it's the doll that bumps it up. Blood Brothers, I really like that cover there. This thing's like unread. Looks like I just bought it yesterday at B. Dalton in the mall, but I didn't. There's another one, House of Doors. I don't think any of these are the Necroscope. I think I purposely didn't buy any Necroscopes because I just wasn't interested. But, oh, they're so huge, man. See, I like the Demogorgon, but I just don't know if I can step to another fatty like that. I've been spoiled by the 1940s, the 1970s books. 180 page, 200 page books. You just cruise through. Psychosphere. Yeah, but again, they're cool. They're definitely interesting. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe I'll get over that. The 400-page Fear. Daughters of Cain, Miriam Lynch. That's a bagger. I love the Satan. It's just so cocky. Cocky Satan. So yeah, these old classics usually get bags. Here's the one that's not in a bag that should be. Rest in Peace, Jack McLean. I like it. It's dark, foreboding. Yeah, that should be. This should be in a bag. So we're gonna put it on the right with the baggers, even though it's not. Here's a bagger, Goodnight Moon. I really like this cover. I heard it's not that good of a book, but the cover warranted the bag. Oh, look, it's a Jack McLean also. Isn't that funny? One bag, one no bag. It's chaos. It's chaos around here. Am I going to hit the table every time I put a book down? Great. We got some Gary Holman's here. Got another Halloween book. Halloween. So the Halloween books, pumpkin books, usually get a bag. So there you go. Halloween. Bagger. And then we got Gary Holman's Demon Fire. Aloha. Welcome to Hell. This is Hawaiian horror. And this was pretty fun. I read that one. It was witchy and a little bit men's adventure, believe it or not. And it takes place on Hawaii. So it's, you can picture TC and Rick and Magnum and Higgins and witchcraft, and that's what I do anyway. Just mix it all together, all your favorite things. You have the breeder. That's a really cool eyeball cover, eyeball reflection. This one is not in a bag. Why is it not in a bag? I don't know. This one doesn't have a reason. Oh, that is really nice looking. Even on the camera, it looks even better in person. So yeah, no bag. Who knows? Who knows why? Here's The Witching, Chet Hagen. This is not in a bag. I read this. This is not a horror book. This is like a thriller. It's nothing really supernatural, nothing really horror-ish. It does have to do with, the Dutch, what is it called? They're like kind of like the voodoo, but it's the Pennsylvania Dutch version of voodoo. I can't remember what it's called. But that part was interesting, but I don't know. It wasn't very horrific, so it didn't get put in a bag. It just wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't bag worthy, I don't know. Evil Stalks the Night. Catherine Meyer Griffith. I really liked this book. And I really like that cover. It's mesmerizing. You just want to walk to the red light through the woods, through the evil. This is embossed here. Yeah, this is a kind of like a nature horror, but it's like an evil spirit. Evil spirit out in the nature that kind of like kills people and hunts this woman down and stalks her family. It was enjoyable. Got a zebra here, half moon down, no bag. I like this bird carrying this little guy. Look at his face. So no bag. I don't know. It's funny, but not quite bag worthy yet. I wonder if it's actually about an evil giant bird. That would be interesting. This one is bag worthy. The Wild Hunt of the Ghost Hounds. Penelope Lively. I think I've told this story before, but I found this at Bookman's in Arizona, and it was $1.25 or whatever. But in Bookman's, or a lot of bookstores, they mark the date of when it comes in. And this thing had been sitting on the shelves since like 1995. And I bought it like 2 years ago. So, what's that, like 20 years? Almost. So I was like, I'm going to buy it just for that reason and read it. And I really loved it. It is definitely folk horror. If you want a great folk horror book, right there. I really enjoyed this. So this is bag worthy. Just a few more. We've got Dew Claws, Stephen Gresham, the skeleton playing the banjo. That's a really weird looking banjo too. I think it's just maybe the angle he's holding it, but it looks like a short stock. This is too big and the stock's too small. Anyway, not important. This is a zebra. Oh, this is no bag. It's cute. It's funny. I know these zebras they're cool, but I don't know if they're bag worthy. There's one that I really like the cover of, The Unholy Smile. I love this. Whatever this is, this monster. Kind of looks like a gorilla-ish. Some kind of ape man monster. This guy wrote The Nest. You guys know The Nest? I think it's that cockroach book. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is. But I didn't put a bag on it. Why? Why didn't we put a bag? I don't know. I guess it just never got there. It's just not ready yet. It's still marinating. False Idols, Betty Firm. Old occult possession and exorcism book on Fawcett Crest. It's just a classic, so it gets a bag. I love finding different genres on the Fawcett's that you don't normally see, like the horror. Deadly Harvest. Look at this. Look at this cover. Oregon Fields. Man, how could you just leave that sitting on the shelves at the store? So we have not read that one. I do love that green and the dog coming up out of the crypt. There's so much detail in this. Yeah, this is nice. Why is it only has a UK price on it? Maybe it's a UK zebra, not a US one. Is that... No, it's United States. What are you talking about? But there's no bag. But this should have a bag. That's wrong. That's a crime. Put it in the bag pile. And last we got a no bagger here, The Forsaken. Just this business guy falling out of this evil skyscraper. It's pretty unexciting. So yeah, no bag there. Stephen Ray Fulgham, Forsaken. Maybe it's good. Maybe I guess any business guys falling out of skyscraper books. That's a good idea. And there we go. So, there you go. Was it bag worthy? Was I wrong? Tell me what I got wrong. You will not hurt my feelings. Because it's random. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. All right, we're out of here. We are out of here.